Everyone, today I wanted to do a little video on my newt tanks. I'm going to be emptying these, catching some of the babies and moving them to their grow out tank over there under the 125. So I wanted to go take an opportunity to get some footage, especially of the little juveniles and what's going on in the tank. So let's get to it. So let's start off by taking a look at these two tanks here. They're both pretty similar, just as I said in my previous video, the tank fish room tour, they have just some fluorescent regular shop lights from Home Depot on them. They're on 4 hours on, 5 hours off, 4 hours on time schedule. It's a 65K, I believe it's 24 watt equivalent bulb. And then they have in here, it's a kind of a mix of gravel and sand, but underneath there's a dirt substrate and then just an air pump. And then you can see in here just about the sponge filter that's back there. And then they each have one of these ceramic pots that are full of the pathos. So, and the pathos has started to kind of grow along the 3D background that's in there. And they both have about they both have two females and one male red belly, firebelly, Chinese firebelly newt. But the reason I'm starting to take these down is that they've also got a bunch of juveniles in here that have started to grow up. So I need to get them out of here and put them in their grow out tank so that they can get enough food and not be competing so much with each other. So I'm going to go through that today. So we're about 50% done here. I just went through this one on this side. You can see it's all cloudy in there. I actually ended up just taking the pot out of there entirely and leaving the pathos stuck to the background. But I figured since we're still going here, I'd show you guys this one and what's going on in these tanks. You can see how that pathos has really stuck itself to the background there. There we go. Yeah, you can really see how it gets in there. So I'm going to trim it up so just what's stuck there stays, and then take this pot out of here, give the newts a little bit more room. So now I've got most of the water out of here. I wanted to show you guys how I catch these guys. I use just my hands with some gloves so I don't get any chemicals on them or anything by accident. And I use gloves instead of a net just because they tend to kind of get tangled up in the net, or sometimes they'll actually just kind of climb out. So let me see if I can catch one, maybe show you guys how small they are. Let's see what we got. So this one's actually relatively large compared to most of the ones I've been catching. Let's see if we can get a better view here. You can see he's not very big at all. So I'm going to go put them in their tank. So once I catch them out of there, I just release them in here, and that's their grow out tank. So here's the two twin 29 gallons after the cleaning and the removing of most of the little babies. You can see, if we focus here, that I did miss a few in each tank, but the adults are still doing pretty good. And in here, some more of them. And you can kind of see I missed a few in here too. Kind of impossible to get all of them with all the little crevices and stuff, but most of them I got, and I put them over here in the grow out tank. It's underneath the big tank. So you can see a couple in here. There's one there. There's one hiding. See one in there. There's a few in here. I don't remember exactly how many I caught. Probably about 15, 20. If I see a few more, I'll grab some more footage. There you go. There's one you can see pretty well. So they'll grow up in here until they lose their gills. And then there's like a little shelf area they can get out on so they don't drown. This is usually just a plant growing tank, but obviously I also put the little baby newts in there. And so I also put a couple in this tank here next to my desk, but I just put the ones that already don't have gills. There's actually a little shelf in here they can get up onto. Just can kind of see through the moisture there. I think they put like 4 or 5 of them in here, but I was hoping they would come out to get their food, but I've been waiting about 20 minutes and only these 2 and the female came out. But anyway, I'll keep you guys updated as they grow, and maybe I'll do some more videos on encouraging them to breed and what kind of parameters I've got them under. But anyway, thanks for watching, and check me out some more.